The following portion of Studio 4 is sponsored by Panhandle Legends.
Welcome back, everyone. We are joined now by our good friend King Hill as we talk about our newest segment, Panhandle Legends. This project has taken a look at some of the lesser-known characters that have formed the foundation of our local communities here on the High Plains. And today, we are proud to introduce you to Frenchie McCormick. Take a look.
Panhandle Legends presents Frenchie McCormick, a woman of mystery, a famous saloon hall dancer, the very last living resident of Old Tascosa. She never wavered in her loyalty and love for her Irish gambler husband Mickey, nor her devotion to the Wild West town that is today's Boys Ranch. She was friends with cowboys and gunslingers like Billy the Kid. Her story and spirit remain today, along with her untended grave next to her husband on the lonely, windswept prairie. She famously said, "No one will ever know who I am." She was only known as Frenchie. I'm Wes Reeves, and Frenchie McCormick is indeed a Panhandle legend.
And now we have the man driving this project forward, our good friend King Hill, and of course the narrator of the segment, Wes Reeves. King, hey. Wes, welcome guys. Thanks for coming by.
Glad to be here. Thank you very much.
All right, King, first of all, tell us why we chose Frenchie as the first legend.
Frenchie's, and I hate to use the overused term, iconic, but she is so representative of the strong spirit and the enthusiasm and the get it done that is Panhandle of Texas.
Absolutely. I was reading the article that you left about her this morning, and man, she was something else. We're not even sure her real name. They say that it could be Elizabeth McGraw, but they're not even 100% sure. I love that. I love that. Now, Wes, did you have to do any research about her, or were you already familiar with Frenchie?
You know, I'm familiar. I love history, and I love the history of Old Tascosa. And you don't talk about Old Tascosa and not talk about Frenchie. And she was the last person to live there. Everyone else left. She lived there for years by herself. So you have to kind of know about Frenchie. And, you know, as you were saying, I mean, she kind of typifies the Panhandle spirit in many ways. It's like, I'm going to stay here. I'm going to take care of myself. Yeah. I'm going to survive the elements. And
by
she
herself,
did. By herself.
No running water, no electricity. Of course, we were talking about, you know, the late 1800s. So, but it's still, I mean, that's impressive. That's impressive. So, King, tell us why you chose Wes to narrate her.
I chose Wes because he's a well-known historian. Right. We're personal friends. But Wes has a terrific perspective and tie to Frenchie. He's a very good writer of poetry. He's written a poem about Frenchie. And I've used Wes in some of the shows we've done on Lone Star Ballet, one of which was about Frenchie. And Wes was gracious enough to present that poem. So he has a very good sense about who she is.
I love that. I love you. Thank you for doing that. The voice tended perfect for that segment. And you guys, it is up on myhighplains.com today. You can see the 60-second promo that you just saw, and please learn a little bit more about Frenchie, and because she is something else. So, what are a couple other things during this process, in this whole segment, in this project? What is one thing you've learned that you didn't know before?
Oh my goodness! Just the quality of these individuals, as Wes pointed out, their strength, their perseverance, they're all heroes. You know, I use the term Panhandle Legends. I could change that to Panhandle Heroes because they are heroic and they lived heroic lives.
Absolutely, absolutely. Wes? Anything?
You know,
I know that you're the buff here.
I'm still learning. No, actually I'm not. And I'm not great at detail. Sometimes I know the general history. So this is really cool to see this. And I look forward to seeing all the others. And I know some of the other people who are involved in this. And it may be a big secret. I don't know who they are. But we'll see as they come out. But we're really excited. I'm honored to be part of this. And thank you to King for putting it together and making it happen. So.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, check out myhighplains.com. It's right there on the homepage today. And stay right here. We've got a little bit more Studio 4 on the way.
The preceding portion of Studio 4 is sponsored by Panhandle Legends.